Hello everyone. So in this particular video we are going to understand about parameters in a Fabric data factory. So what is a parameter? Parameter in a Fabric data factory allow you to make your pipeline, data set and data flow dynamic and reusable by passing values during the runtime. Let's take with example. What is a parameter? With the help of the parameter we can make our data pipeline dynamic and we can pass the value during the runtime. For taking example, suppose I have one ADLS account. In this ADLS account I have a multiple file like employee file is there, department file is there and also sales files is there. Now what is my requirement? My requirement is like I have to copy this data into a lakehouse. I have to copy this data into a lakehouse. I only have to copy the employee data. That is my requirement. In this case what I will do, I'll create one copy data activity. I'll create one copy data activity and in the location I will pass source. Suppose this is a source container, that's why I am writing source, and which particular file I want to copy. I want to copy employee.csv. This particular thing I will pass. I will create a copy data activity. When I will run, what will happen? It will pick this particular file only from here and it will copy into this lakehouse. Now after some time, what actually happened? I got another requirement, and what they are saying, I want to copy this sales data from ADLS to lakehouse. In this case what will happen? Again we are going to create another copy data activity because our location is changing, right? Our location is changing. So what I will do, again I will create one copy data activity. In this case I will pass the source location as a source and the sales.csv, so that it will take only the sales data and it will copy into the lakehouse. Now in this case what is happening, even though we have to perform only the copy data activity because of the different location, what actually happening, we are creating a multiple copy data activity. Instead of doing this, what actually we can do, we can create one parameter. We can create one parameter. So we will define one parameter name as a file name, and in the path we will pass source as well as this parameter file name. Now when you will run the pipeline, right? When you will run the pipeline, it will ask which particular file name. Then you can say employee.csv, employee.csv. If you will say employee.csv, then employee.csv file it will copy. Now again if you will run, again it will ask which particular file name you want to copy. So if you will say department.csv, in this case it will pick department.csv and it will copy that data. So with the help of the parameter, we can make our pipeline dynamic and also we can make reusable. So let's try to do a practical so that we'll get better idea. So in Azure Data Factory, we have created one ADLS account, right? So let me show you ADLS account, storage account. Here we have uploaded a multiple file in a container. If I'll show you, go to the data storage, go to the container, sources. You can see we have a multiple files. Now my requirement is like I want to copy this delhi.csv file from this location to the ADLS. So what I will do for that, I will create a pipeline. I will show you. I will go to the workspace, go to the data factory, go to the new item, create a new data pipeline. So I think we have opened a multiple things. So let's close this. So what I will do, I'll go to the workspace, I'll go to the data factory. We are going to create a new pipeline. Click on the new item, click on the data pipeline. We are going to create a one pipeline, that is a pipeline 7. What we have to do, we have to perform a copy data activity. So go to the activity, click on the copy data, add to the canvas. Once you will do this, copy data is coming. Now we want to copy a data from my ADLS location to the lakehouse. So in ADLS I want to copy this employee1.csv file. So what I will do, I'll come to this copy data in a source. First I will create a connection. How to create a connection we have already covered in a previous video. We have already created a ADLS connection also. So what we are going to do, we are going to directly use that connection. So this is the one ADLS one. I will select that and after that I will browse it. So you can see this is the source. In this source we have a multiple files available. So suppose I want to copy this employee1.csv, right? So I will select that. If I will not select this particular file, in this case what will happen, it will copy all the files, but I have a requirement, I want to copy only the employee1.csv. So I will select that, click on the OK. Now in this case what will happen, it will take a data from a employee1.csv and it will copy the data into a lakehouse. So you also have to specify the file format. So let me give the file format as a It will give the file format as a delimited text. Now where you want to copy, that you have to specify. So I want to copy into a lake house. So for that you have to create a connection. We already have created a connection destination, so I'll select that. You have to specify where you want to copy. I want to copy in a file section. Click here. Where you want to copy, that you have to specify. Suppose I want to copy into this destination folder. So I will select that, click on the OK. The file format you have to mention, file format is the CSV. In a CSV only I want to copy. So we have selected a source, we have selected a destination. In this case what will happen, because we have given the file path as employee1.csv, it will take a data from this particular location employee1.csv and it will copy this data into our lake house, because we have passed this employee1.csv. But suppose after some time we got another requirement and they are saying like we want to copy this department.csv also. So in this case what you have to do, again you have to create one more pipeline and you have to pass the file path, and this file name you have to pass as a department1.csv. Means you have to create a multiple pipeline in this case. So instead of doing this, what we can do, we can create a parameters, and this file name during the runtime only we can pass. So what you have to do, outside you have to click anywhere, you can see parameter, click on the new, we'll give the parameter as a file name. After that go to the copy data, in a file name add dynamic content, you will see whatever the parameter you have created, select that, click on the OK. Now in this case what will happen, whenever you will run the pipeline, right, so it will ask which particular file name you want to copy, which particular file you want to copy. Let me show you. Click on the home, click on the run, click on the save and run. So you can see it is asking which particular file name you want to copy. So if I'll pass, I want to copy employee1.csv, employee1.csv. In this case what will happen, from a source it will pick employee1.csv file and it will copy into the destination. If I click on the OK, it will start running the pipeline and it will copy that. It is saying like a specified file was not found. So what is the file name we have passed? You can see it is employee_1, that's why it is failed. So let me run again, click on the run. Let's give the proper name. So suppose I will give department.csv, department.csv file mention, department.csv, and if I'll click on the OK, now in this case it will copy a department.csv file. You can see it is succeed. Now if we'll go to the lake house, right, one lake, destination, click on the open, click on the refresh. In a destination you can see department.csv got copied. Now again I will go to the pipeline, go to the pipeline again. Now again if you run this pipeline, right, if I'll go to the home, if I'll click on the run, what will happen, again it will ask which particular file you want to copy. So we have made it parameterized, during the runtime only we can pass. In this case we do not have to create a multiple pipeline and we can reuse the same one. I hope you got the idea.